Imagine this. You're sitting with your friends, casually chatting. One of them brings up a question about something that you don't wish to disclose. Before you can think of how to handle the situation, everybody gets to know the answer to it already. This is the power of artificial intelligence, where your secrets can become public as soon as you think about them in your head. With daily advancements in AI, it seems like the day isn't far when machines will be able to read human minds. And as shocking as it may sound, many milestones in this direction have already been achieved. So we ask ourselves, what really is the future of artificial intelligence? Ever since life started on Earth, fire was one of the very first discoveries by humans. Then came water, agriculture, electricity, and then the world of the internet. All of them enabled humans to unlock many new opportunities in life. But when artificial intelligence came, it left the room divided. Some saw it as a hero that had arrived to transform our lives for the better, while to others, it was a villain that could cause destruction. Healthcare is said to be one of the areas most impacted by AI. We already have Fitbits and smartwatches that analyze data such as heart rate to alert users on potential health issues and risks. But the growing scope of AI in healthcare is way beyond that. Suppose you feel feverish, along with a runny nose and a little cough. What will you do? You'll go see a doctor who'll figure out what you're suffering with, which probably would be a flu, but in a severe case could also be a serious disease, right? But what if we tell you that it could have been prevented by AI power predictive care? With the help of AI and predictive analytics, we can understand about how different factors in our lives influence our health. Not just when we might get a flu, but things related to where we are born, what we eat, where we work, what our local air pollution levels are, or whether we have access to safe housing. In 2030, this would mean that healthcare systems will be able to predict when a person could be developing a disease. While there's a lot that artificial intelligence can contribute to in prevention, detection, and treatment of a disease, not all conditions are treatable. The question is, will AI help patients in that stage as well? The potential for AI is endless, and we're always trying to figure out new things. Skilled healthcare professionals can also be reduced with AI. However, this can be seen as a threat by some, as it will replace humans, raising unemployment. And it won't just be limited to the helping staff, but also doctors. Google's DeepMind has already beaten doctors in detecting diseases like breast cancer. AI identifying common diseases and making appropriate medication recommendations may not be too far off. Elon Musk recently revealed the new humanoid robot Optimus at the 2022 AI Day, which he says is a rough development robot. It was put together in 6 months. The robot walked slowly onto the stage, waved to the crowd, and danced. Musk says he hopes these robots can be used to assist in day-to-day tasks. He plans for them to be tested by working in his Tesla factories and one day run tasks for humans. This is the Instagram account of a 19-year-old robot living in LA with around 3 million followers. Michaela is a clever marketing stunt by Brud, a mysterious startup of engineers, storytellers, and dreamers who claim to specialize in artificial intelligence and robots. At first glance, Michaela could be mistaken for a living, breathing person, and she isn't the only one. There are many. Ludo Magalu, probably the most popular AI influencer, has over 6 million followers on Instagram. What good will it be if AI goes beyond human control and instead becomes an enemy? Is there a possibility of a war between humans and robots? According to scientist Anders Sandberg, a senior researcher at the Future of Humanity Institute, if humanity were to survive for 1 million years, he believes there will be a violent war against robots. For several years, many armies have been using robotic systems in their military, but they're usually operated by a human who is the decision maker for that machine. However, with the growth of AI, it's likely that the decision-making part of it can also slip into the hands of a robot. And in that case, if ever a software error occurs in a robot, it can hurt innocent people too. During the Libyan crisis in 2020, a Turkish quadcopter, the Kargu 2, spotted and attacked the enemy whilst on automatic mode. Now imagine what the outcome could be if an error occurs in such a machine, or if it falls into the wrong hands and causes more damage. At the moment, looking at several factors such as high cost and lack of control in AI machinery, there are very little chances of seeing a robot army in the near future. But at the same time, the possibility can't be ruled out as well. It looks like in the physical world or virtual world, we are going to see more and more robots around us. Their abilities to work and perform are going to improve. They will automate tasks that are currently done by humans, freeing us up to focus on more creative and strategic work. Advanced robots can also help in tasks like planning our cities better or managing our resources more efficiently. But this could also lead to mass unemployment as robots replace human workers in many industries. AI will transform what jobs look like in the future. For example, ChatGPT, a chatbot recently released by OpenAI, has people debating on whether it will replace writers and programmers. Many say it's more likely to help professionals by taking low-level tasks instead of replacing them. We can say that it's not developed enough to say that it can replace humans. There'll be a lot of change within finance, banking, lifestyle, entertainment, and logistics. Even looking at everyday life experiences, we'll have more AI appliances and gadgets like the present-day Siri, smart locks, and robotic vacuum cleaners. Meta recently announced that they have developed AI that can hear what a person is hearing by studying their brain waves. It's still in the early development stages, but can possibly turn out to be very beneficial. If we look at the present situation of the metaverse on its development, we seem to be at an important point in history. It can either blow up or tank, but if it ever becomes a new way of life, AI will be a major part of it. When you're spending time on a social media platform, be it Instagram or Twitter, AI analyzes your behavior to find content that you might like, so it can suggest you the same type of content later. This helps them to make users spend more and more time on the platform, which increases the user engagement rate and experience. Coming on to the money-making part, there's no denying the importance of social media for business. Many businesses either directly or indirectly use AI to boost their growth. But if this is the present, what will be the future? That future will be sentimental analysis. Artificial intelligence is going to be able to understand feelings. AI is going to solve your text messages and collect on those words the actual feeling of it, understanding positivity, negativity, happiness, or sadness. Suppose you leave a comment on a company's profile complaining about something. Artificial intelligence will be able to identify your feelings and then help the company to accurately respond to your comment. This will help in strengthening the relationship between companies and consumers. Many social media platforms are already using this, but they'll be used on a much bigger scale in the future with even better efficiency. Now imagine if this sentimental analysis continues to develop from analyzing text to facial expressions in pictures and videos posted by a user. We cannot visualize a future virtual world without thinking about virtual money. Right now, cryptocurrency seems to be in a difficult position. Because of so many scams and Ponzi schemes, people are somewhat losing their trust in it. But maybe AI could be the solution. An AI algorithm trained to detect transactions could help in preventing frauds. We are all aware of the volatility of prices with cryptocurrencies. Many have become millionaires, while many went bankrupt because of it. This is a common fear amongst people regarding investing in cryptocurrencies. But it looks like AI can help us here as well. We know that AI can spot trends and make decisions faster than any human. Sometimes when it comes to trading, by collecting, processing, and analyzing data, AI can predict and anticipate the crypto market and help make better investment decisions. A brilliant way of tackling this issue could also be sentiment analysis. Within the crypto world, a positive sentiment on a digital currency can predict that the price will increase, while a negative sentiment leads a price to decrease. So with the use of AI, the sentiment or opinions of people about a certain cryptocurrency can be analyzed and significantly minimize risks. Danah Boyd, a principal researcher for Microsoft and founder of the Data and Society Research Institute, said, "AI is a tool that will be used by humans for all sorts of purposes, including in the pursuit of power. There will be abuses of power that involve AI, just as there will be advances in science and humanitarian efforts that also involve AI. Unfortunately, there are certain trend lines that are likely to create massive instability. Take, for example, climate change and climate migration. happen, this will further destabilize Europe and the US, and I expect that, in panic, we will see AI be used in harmful ways in light of other geopolitical crises. But what Dana and other experts have said are just predictions. There is a much scarier thing to note. There is an advanced level of AI, known as super AI, that will be better than humans. At present, it's still a concept, but if it ever becomes a reality, all these predictions that were mentioned will hold no value, because these predictions are made by humans based on their intelligence, and super artificial intelligence will outperform human intelligence.